Hello and welcome to the Boomtown Hoops post-game show. I'm your host, Bobby Howard. With me, Cody Beat. And folks, if y'all just want to go straight to sleep, I won't blame you, because that was a stinker. The Thunder lose to the Mavericks 87-78 in a game where both teams shot dismally. Just a gross performance all around. Only the SGA led the Thunder with 15 points, which is just crazy low. The only one getting close was Ty Jerome, who went hot at the end. But just a gross game. Cody, your thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, just a sloppy game from both teams. You could tell that it was kind of the end of the first half of the season for both squads. I think the Mavericks are actually going into the All-Star break now. But yeah, they just didn't play very well, either team. Both teams shot horrendously. I think both were under 40% from the field. And then one thing that was kind of just stuck out to me was in the past two games, especially in the Spurs game and this game, SGA is getting doubled a lot on the screens. And so it's the defense is making the rest of the starters or whoever is out there on the court with him make a shot to beat these teams, and it's just not happening right now. The shots are just not falling. Yeah,
and Dallas is so uniquely, outfitted to stop, to really do well on those screens with Kleba and Porzingis being as kind of swift as they are, but also still having that size. So that gave Shea just tons of trouble, and nobody else could do anything. Thunder, as we noted before, shot 4 for 49 from three. Somehow the Mavs shot 8 for 40, just gross all around. But yeah, Shea not really getting his, he had to kind of fight through a lot of possessions here. Not a remarkable game for him. Definitely the best player we had, but that's still not really saying much.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's just, Rick Carlisle coached teams, they're always up for any matchup. He's always given the Thunder problems, even back when Scott Brooks and Billy Donovan were coaching.
Yeah, I mean, he really is one of the better coaches in the NBA. Definitely, since he's been at Dallas, he's had these really weird teams. Even that 2011 team was kind of scrappy. It was a bunch of really scrappy players around Dirk. But since then, he hasn't had the best rosters, but they've always been well coached. That's always been the difference with the Mavs. But yeah, just a really well-balanced game from them. Hardaway was pretty good with 19 points. Porzingis also great with 19 points, 13 rebounds. Did not miss Luka one bit. Brunson and Richardson did well as, also. So, that Mavs team kind of getting it together as the season's been going on. So I think they probably need one more piece trade-wise. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. This is the Thunder post game, not the Dallas one, I guess. I guess it's both, but they're certainly more interesting than this team was to talk about. No offense to the boys, but it was tough. Darius Bazley, believe it or not, notched a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Shot pretty poorly, 3 for 11, 2 from 8 from 3. Did you see anything out of Baze tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that he, even in his Spurs game, especially this game, at least was playing a little bit harder. It looked like he'd gone through a pretty rough patch a couple games before that, just looked disengaged. His body language was not looking good. And it feels like these past couple games he's kind of been stepping it up, being more aggressive, being more of the Bazley that we've seen. This sophomore year has been a lot of highs and a lot of lows for him. So I think it's just for him to find some consistency in his game is going to go a long way. And hopefully he can get back on track tomorrow. And if not, he has a little bit of time off to get his head right for the second half of the season.
Yep. As we've been noting, the sophomore slump is real, and Bazley has definitely been, very hot and cold this season. Sean out here saying it looked like a Poku highlight reel, and George Hill to the Mavs. That's a deal I like. I would like that. I think the Mavs, they kind of do have a lot of assets out to the Knicks from that Porzingis deal. I don't really know if they have a ton to offer, especially salary cap matching wise. I guess I could send over Boban or something, but I don't know. I would be down to make a deal with the Mavs there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, they can definitely use another traditional point guard. You know, Luka's obviously their point guard right now. You want the ball in his hands a lot. But yeah, just to have another secondary playmaker, I think would be good for them. That wasn't just, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, yeah, I like Brunson. He was really good at Villanova. Sean mentioning Dwight Powell. That's not too bad. Not too bad. But oh, is this new? Ooh, Nathan Kramer over here dropping a George Hill deal already done to a contender per sources. Okay, I don't know if that's fresh or anything, but hey, I would be okay with that. I think Hill is a deal we definitely have to get rid of for sure. Not that he's any problem. It just we have an asset that's valuable. Should get some value for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Lugens Dort, not a great night for him. 1 for 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, 5 points. Just a little tough, a tough night for Dort. We've talked about how Baisley's been through a sophomore slump. Are we seeing a little bit of that out of Lou Dort?
I think to some extent, especially the shooting. He started off the season red hot and was torching the nets, and then he's definitely come back down to earth the past couple, 6 to 8 weeks. His shot has just not been falling like it was. He's still competing at a high level on the defensive end. Would have loved to see him and Luka go at it tonight. I think that would have been really fun. But yeah, I think he's kind of towards the end of hitting some type of wall for him. And so hopefully, just like, Baisley, he can get on track tomorrow or kind of get his head right for this next half of the season.
Absolutely, hopefully. Talking about the other rising star on this team, Teo Maladone with 11 points. He was a +3, the only positive player in plus-minus in the starting 5 tonight. Shot 50% from the field. Wasn't great from 3, but still got some pretty good looks. Your thoughts on Theo?
He's looking great with Hill being out. He looks like a pretty natural guard next to Shea. Shots looking really good. He can definitely pass the ball. His court vision is really, really good. And he has a good feel for finding the open man. So good to see him get the nod for his for the rookie Rising Star Challenge, like you said. A lot of world players out there that are pretty good. So pretty cool to see him getting some NBA exposure already.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing looking at that world roster to me, there are a lot of really good Canadian players that I forget how good Canada's kind of gotten. And we have 2 of them with Dort and Shea. So, it'll be interesting to see where he go or if Canada can get together and make it like some sort of Olympic run. It'd be weird.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be pretty good. I mean, they got Jamal Murray, SGA, Dort would be on there, obviously. I think, isn't Drummond from Canada too?
Yeah, I think he is. Wiggins, also Canada.
I mean, they probably, battle for a bronze at the Olympics.
It's a low-key good team because when we, back in the, even going as far as the mid-2000s, it was just basically all just Steve Nash. Also, I literally switched my pronunciation of Teo Maladone's name in the same sentence. It's been one of those days, folks, but I'm still not sure. I think it's Theo. I don't know if it's Teo. I love it, but also top-notch Tropic Thunder reference there, Sean. Gotta say. Monix in a washing machine. But so one more game. San Antonio Spurs. Last time we saw him, Lou Dort sent him off with his nice little falling shot. Incredible stuff. Do you see the Thunder kind of finishing strong here, or do you see the Spurs bouncing back?
I think you're going to see the shots fall a lot better than they did tonight. I think this was their worst shooting night of the year. So you really can only improve, you would think.
Surely.
So, it should be interesting. Like we talked about with Carlisle, any type of Popovich coach team is going to bring the fight out there and be pretty good. So, obviously, it'll be a tough end to the first half of this regular season. But I think they should be able to go out there and at least compete and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, hopefully they push through to, making it a dual half situation. Because the first half, even though it was still sloppy, at least the Thunder were close. From the third quarter on, just a tough watch there, folks. But either way, we'll be here for you all the way through. Sean out here asking if the Rockets can win some games. They lost their 13th straight tonight. They're almost getting too bad, to the point where I'm getting worried about them getting a top 4 spot in the lottery. So
Basically a coin flip if they land in the top 4.
I don't like it. I don't like it. That lottery, our show for the lottery night is going to be insane. I think we got to do that one live, maybe. I don't know how we
have to.
I don't know how we measure that one out, but it'll be electric city right there. That'll be top notch.
I'm already nervous, so I can imagine what's going to be like the night of.
Yeah. Hey, I went on Tankathon, one-shotted a perfect result of Thunder getting the first pick with Rockets getting the 5th. So, if it goes like that, I'm happy, but it probably won't, and it'll be misery. But I'm here for Sean, calling for pizza, beer, and Boomtown. That sounds like a great evening to me. But hey, we have dreams of that to look forward to ease the pain of even though it was a 9-point loss, it was felt way worse than that. But yeah. So, anyways, Cody, anything you want to say before we head on out?
There's really nothing else to kind of say about the performance. I mean, it was just a yucky game. Luckily they play tomorrow, so they can wipe that slate pretty clean. And then, we're in a pandemic, so they're not going to be screaming 1, 2, 3 Cancun. They might be saying, 1, 2, 3 Gulf Shores or something.
Yeah, that's true. 1, 2, 3 domestic flights. I love it. Well, we've stretched this thing out as far as we can. If y'all have stood up late to hang out with us to talk about what was a truly gross game, thank y'all so much. It means a lot to us. Yeah, Cody, thanks for coming on. Always a good time, even in the bad ones. But
absolutely.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of your night. Thunder up. We'll see you next time.